All right, y'all. I'm here. Let's get this thing underway. I want to do these picks for y'all tonight. Said I would. Okay. So let's get this thing going. Fight nights in a couple of days. I won't be able to get on tomorrow. So yeah, we're gonna go ahead and run through some picks. Don't want to be late for the late show. All right, y'all. Let's give me a couple minutes here. We can get this thing going. Man, I just pulled up this comment section. I was like, oh man, y'all was already up in here. Wait. Oh man. Life happens, man, but I'm here. So I'm definitely not gonna be on late tonight. I'm gonna try to be done in like 50 minutes. So we're just gonna talk straight fights. I'm gonna go through and give y'all my picks on each of these fights. That's how we gonna rock it tonight. Nova, Omega, what's going on, man? Yeah, apologies for that, man. Apologies though. You know how I go. But appreciate y'all for coming through and coming back. Definitely. All right, got about 10 of y'all up in here, so hit that like if you haven't. See, most of y'all did. So, I got to appreciate that. But yeah, man, let's get into it. Let's see, UFC 275 this Saturday, Singapore. It's going down, you know. And I have been looking at these fights. I've been looking at Joanna, how she been looking, her training, Weili. Everybody's looking good. Everybody's looking sharp. Valentina, Taylor. So look, I'm like y'all. I'm expecting a good fight. I'm expecting a good fight. So yeah, man. Let me go ahead and get into this right here. Yeah, man. So welcome back, y'all. We're gonna do this live episode here, episode 92, fight week. And yeah, shout out to everybody in the chat. See Mark Robinson came through. He said these women are ready. Yeah, man. And I'm ready. So before we discuss the main card, I know we don't have a lot of big WMMA fights on here. We got a couple on the early prelims. So let me run through and give y'all my picks on these fights I know y'all looking forward to. We got Ramona Pasquale and Jocelyn Edwards. Let's see what we got here. Hold on. Just in case y'all haven't seen these fighters before, I'll go ahead and put a picture up. These two right here. The fight is taking place at featherweight. Like I said, featherweight, this division don't really matter to me anymore. Really, it don't. I don't think it matters to Norma. I don't think it matters to a lot of people. But it's going down. Jocelyn Edwards, she usually fights at like 135 or even 125. She said she would teeter between those weights. So this is kind of a surprise to me, to get Jocelyn Edwards to move up. Because Jocelyn Edwards is not that big. I mean, she's 5'8". She's got the 70-inch reach. She's a long fighter, but I never really thought of her as like featherweight material. So going into this fight, let's see, you got Jocelyn Edwards, 10-4. Like I said, she's a long bantamweight moving up to featherweight here. You're taking on Ramona Pasquale, who is a, very thick featherweight. Kind of looks like a lightweight at times, which I don't know, man. Looking at her frame, she could look like she could move down actually to be a bantamweight, but she chooses to fight at 145. I think she can even fight higher, man. But let's take a look here. Yeah, Ramona Pasquale, she's a big featherweight, 5'7", with the added weight. Let's take a look. Y'all remember her debut? I had to roll with Jocelyn Nunes in that fight. Ramona Pasquale, she went in and lost her first fight. Showed some limits, limited defense. She has a little bit of speed for her size, but I think somebody like Jocelyn Edwards, I think she has more to her game, but not much more, if that makes sense. I think Jocelyn Edwards has looked good in training from what I've seen. I got some footage of that, but I think Jocelyn Edwards definitely has a lot of things to work on. I mean, she's on a 2-fight losing streak right now. And the way Jessica Rose Clark handled her, I was like, yo, like, you can't get off your back. It's really like she can't fight over her back. Same thing happened in the Kira Rosa fight. So to me, this one's kind of a toss up. I'm not really going to break anything down with this one because I really don't know what Jocelyn Edwards is going to show up. I know she's been training with Valentina, both sisters. She's definitely been picking up some things, but this is kind of like her coming out fight to me. Like, we got to see what she looks like at a new weight. We got to see what she looks like with these, these uh, added training partners like Valentina Shevchenko. So the one thing I can say about Jocelyn Edwards, man, she needs to stay at a range because I don't know if she can really take the featherweight power. Because Ramona Pasquale, she can hit. The girl can hit. She can definitely hit hard. So this is something new to her. And fighting in the clinch is not really her game, and definitely not being on her back. And that showed in her last 2 fights. So Jocelyn's the type of fighter that's going to have to use range here and get Ramona's respect. But can she do that? I don't know. I really don't know. I think Ramona would be able to walk through a lot of these shots. Jocelyn Edwards, like Jocelyn Edwards, I don't think she has that type of power to really hurt her like Nunes did. Especially at this weight. Let's see. She's defeated Wu Yanan, got dominated by Carosa, dominated on the ground by Jessica Rose Clark. Not really good on her back. Really doesn't take much to like pressure her too. You know what I mean? So I don't know. This is just kind of like a toss-em fight, coin toss. Ramona Pasquale, she's got the offense and the aggressive. But Jocelyn Edwards, we got to see what she can do off her back foot because she's going to be fighting off the back foot in this fight. I know Ramona Pascal's going to be pushing her. I can say that right now. If you can't hurt her, she's just going to keep coming. So this fight, I'm gonna just go with Ramona Pasquale on this one. I am. I'm going to go Ramona Pasquale. I mean, if Jocelyn Edwards shows something different, hey, I'm ready to see it. I mean, this is a different weight for her. If she can go in there and handle it, I don't think it's really going to make a difference at featherweight, though, right? Because really, she's not a featherweight. So we really just need to see something different from both of these fights. They're both coming off of losses. So we'll see. Let me jump to the next fight real quick, and then we'll jump to some comments here. Let's see who we got. Liang Na, Savannah Juarez, another one. Another strawweight fight that's kind of a coin toss. I think Liang Na looks a little bit more promising though. Like, I know she got submitted against Ariane Carnelossi, and she hasn't fought in over a year. I think she has a little bit more skill set about her. So I think Savannah Juarez is like, I want to say her late 30s. Correct me if I'm wrong, but let me pull that up. Leonard's still young. She's like 25. She's still growing. I know she's been out for a minute, but I still think she has something to offer, even on the feet. I think her stand-up game is a little bit better. And I had to go back and look at some footage. I was like, you know what? This girl got some finishes on the ground too. So Liang Na, she's got the stand-up, the reach advantage here, if you want to call it that, and the ground game. And if y'all go back and look at Juarez, she was having some trouble with Loopy on the feet. Loopy was piecing her up before she got her down and submitted her. The one time she did look good with her stand-up is against Demopoulos. She's not really like the best when it comes to stand-up. So if you can outpoint her on the feet, that's not really saying a great deal. But when she got her down, she didn't let her get back up and finish. She let Demopoulos submit her. So I think I'd have to go with Liang Na here because she has the IQ. I think she has the IQ. She's still growing, still young, and she can mix it up on the ground and on the feet. So, like I said, they both toss-ups to me. Like, That's why they're on the early prelims because everybody's coming off losses. Fighters been out for a year, so I'm not really like placing hard bets of breaking these things down because again, featherweight division, come on, ain't no featherweight division. All right, let me see y'all. Before we jump to that main card, let me check y'all's comments. What's going on, BJ? Yeah, BJ Edwards looks like a flyweight. Edwards does look like a flyweight. Mojo was up. Marcus, Mastermind is straight in the building. Marcus said Pascal can't strike to me. She can't, but she can punch. She can punch. She has some good knees in the clinch. Like she's not the best technical striker, but she's a good hard hitter. Like when she connects, she can hurt you. If Jocelyn Edwards can't get that respect, she'll probably get hurt in this fight. She just said Jocelyn Edwards like Angela Hill's little sister. Brian Williams, what's up? Let's see. Straya said Edwards might be that bug on the windshield, I think. These first two fights are messy. He said, I have no idea who wins. Yeah, I really don't. I'm just going with the one that's more aggressive in the featherweight fight that has power and that fights at this high weight. Jocelyn Edwards don't fight at this weight, right? Exactly, BJ. Pascal, kind of like a Macy Barber there, right? A raw Macy Barber. She can hit. Go back and look at her fights in Invicta. She'll connect on your chin, and she has knees to the body. Like she's kind of quick for that size that she carries. So maybe she could be a bantamweight. I don't know. But she is getting older too. The older you get, the harder it gets to lose that weight. So defense is just what she really needs to tighten up on if she really wants to be at these big weights. MJ, what's up? She said Edwards can be a good fighter, but her takedown defense is extremely bad. Pascal will win if she takes her down. Yeah. If she pushes her to the cage in a clinch, I think she wins the clinch battle. And I think she wins top control. Because Jessica Rose Clark, oh my goodness, like that was like a very boring fight, but Jocelyn Edwards could not do anything, man. I was like, what's going on here? Like, come on. You can't fight off your back. What's going on? I mean, hooking up with the Shevchenko sisters, hopefully the bullets, kind of filled her in on some things. I hope it benefits her. I do, but I got to go with Pascal in this one. All right. So let's move on to the main card, I know y'all been wanting to hear my pick for the rematch. Weili, Joanna, the sequel. I've been talking to y'all. Some people want to see different things. Some people want to see a banger. I'll take either one. Like I said, I'll take either one. But I want to see something different. More so from Weili, because I think Joanna, she's not really the type to change her game, right? She's really not the type to change her game in any of her fights. She's always going to be a stand-up fighter. And like I was telling BJ the other day, she's probably one of the best Muay Thai fighters to utilize her style without adding so many other elements. Like she's just perfected takedown defense, to help her use her stand-up throughout her whole career. Valentina, of course, is better because she beat her, but she's a better all-around fighter. I think Joanna's the one that's taking Muay Thai to the next level in MMA, right? So with that, I don't think I'm going to expect to see a lot of things different as far as her using new tools. I think it's going to be Zhang Weili. Since they talked that up more in interviews, even her trainers, they're saying that they added more to their game. They're going to try new things because they got new tools. I'm expecting to see that. That means I don't want to see a banger on her part. If she resorts to the old Weili, then I'm going to be like, you ain't learned nothing. I'm going to be like, you ain't learned nothing. But for Joanna, if she sticks to the game plan of being a stand-up fighter, that's expected. But for her, she was saying the things that I said. She was saying the things that I said as far as like what she was telling DC. Joanna said, hey, one thing I did wrong, fought in the pocket. I was like, yeah, you think? Right? I mean, with your head, with that head, almost the size of her ego, you're like, okay, yeah, you fought in the pocket too much, right? You were in the pocket too much. So that's the one thing she said she wants to improve on is to be more surgical. Matter of fact, let's look at that article here. I mean, she really does need to be on her game because who knows what, how many, we just don't know how many years of taking off her fight career with that type of beating. And I'm not gonna lie, yeah, she needed 2 years off after looking at that head and like the damage she could have suffered. She needed 2 years off. She needed her 2 years off. And that's another question. Did the 2 years add a little bit of rust? Did they tame her a little bit? I don't know. But let's see. Let's see, because she told DC that she want to be more surgical. She want to use the tools that she knows she has. And I agree with her on that. She said she promises a medical procedure this time, right? And that's what you got to do. First time she should have did that. There were a lot of times in that fight where I thought Joanna had it. Where like things like the second round, fourth round, there were a couple rounds in there where I was like, oh man, like she's about to take Weili to school with this type of striking, with this level of, you know, with this level of combination punching, with this jab. But then she would resort to the pocket, right? So we know if Weili comes in with the same mindset of the first fight, and if Joanna comes in with more of a defensive mind and using her reach the way she knows how, the way she uses her jab, her front kicks, she could win the fight easy. But Weili's going to put more pressure, I think. Weili's going to want to be mid-range. Weili fails to me when she stays on the outside for too long and tries to counter strike or, play this chess match with these long, lanky strawweights like Rose and Joanna. That's where she fails. Her game has to be in the chest, in the pocket, like Andrade, a much more smarter version of Andrade. You got to constantly put pressure on fighters like this. But the thing is, Joanna has the cardio. She has the strength and the cardio. But there's another but. This is Weili's chance to test that. Joanna's been out for 2 years. See if she can push that. See if she can test that. Because, there's always a point, I think, in a fight like this, somebody like Weili, if she is elite, she can expose some of that cage rust in there. Call me crazy. I think there's still a little bit of cage rust in there. I think it was good she took the time off, but I think there's still going to be some cage rust in there. And somebody like Weili who's been determined to get back and reach new levels, I think that stands for something, So for, going into this fight, really, Joanna, I think one thing key for sure is to use her length, right? I think we all can agree with that. That's where she has success the first time. The combinations she ends with, that she ends with calf kicks, or she'll throw a good front kick up the middle. Just keep the shorter fighter back. Use her length. Use her jab. Use her right hand. Fight a much more polished version of the first fight. There's not much that can be said because we know she's not going to try anything else. I mean, I would like to see her do something different, like take it to the ground and actually get top control on Weili for a couple rounds. Do you think we'll see that? I mean, I don't know. I mean, that would surprise me, but I don't think she would want to do that with Weili when Weili's adding the wrestling to her game now, right? So I think we'll see the same Joanna, but like she said, a much more patient one, a surgical one. She said, look, I'm going to be a surgeon in there. And she plans to put on a medical procedure. So she's going to be in there picking her shots, she said, using the right tools at the right time. Okay. So that's what we need to see from her then, right? Use her length, pick her shots, no in the pocket fighting, front kicks to the face, to the body. attack Weili's lead leg, make Weili think, overthink. And I think a big key here, I think y'all can agree with me on this. That southpaw style, Chin know what I'm talking about. You know, I've been talking about that a lot. If she goes southpaw in this fight, it might be a wrap because uh I was looking at that fourth round again and I was like, yo, Joanna is just like switching lefty here and she's like confusing Weili. Then again, it might not because Weili has been working on her boxing, like she said. But you never know. She switches left hand in here. That might switch up the whole dimension here. I hope they watch the fight though. That first fight, because that was probably Weili's most, what's the best way to put it? No, I think that was Weili's probably her worst round. I think it was her worst round in that fight. I think it was worse than the round where she got clocked in the jaw and they had to carry her back to the corner. I'm trying to think. Because yeah, when she went lefty, I couldn't give any moment of that fourth round to Weili. Third round or fourth round, I can't remember now. But adding the wrestling, grappling would favor Weili more so. I think Joanna trying to change her spots now. That's not going to work. She's not that type of leopard. Cheetah, leopard, whatever you want to call it. BJ said, "No, she ain't gonna grab. She ain't grappling." But Robertson told me Joanna's grappling is actually good. Yeah, I was looking at some of her footage she posted. Her grappling looked pretty solid when she was training with what's her name, K-Rock, young fighter on to come up. So yeah, Joanna, those are her keys to victory. Weili says she's been working on the fundamentals of boxing more. All right, let's see it. For somebody with her stature, got to be hooking. You got to jab with your head off the line, work your way in, smart body shots, timing. Use that timing like Rose did on Joanna. When Joanna uses that one flurry she does to push her way in, Weili's got to time it. Come around the left side, boom, catch with the left hook. Touch the chin, test the chin. Like, I think Weili's not going to be able to outwork Joanna on the feet. Weili's got to land with 2s and 3s that have respect on each punch. Like, don't push a gas tank, but she's got to have respect on her punches. That's the only way you stop Joanna. Joanna's like a machine. That body attack, clinch fighting, use her wrestling now. Taking this fight to the ground, that's her best bet, I think. That's going to be one of her best bets because you're not going to win, like I said, a straight up striking match. It's going to be another back and forth. He might edge out some rounds. This is a 3-round fight. So this time around, I think Weili's got to take it to the ground and always have top control. Even if some of the rounds are boring. That's what it's about. It's about getting the victory in your own fashion. So I think this time around, it's got to be on the ground more. It's got to be on the ground more. So Weili's got a good mixture of things. She said, she's tightened up on her boxing. So maybe that will help her understand what Joanna does more. Not just her hands. That's why I say, look, even if you don't want to have the best hands, have a good understanding of striking so you know what your opponent's going to do, right? Like, even if you are a wrestler, you should have the fundamentals of striking so you know what your opponent's going to do, and vice versa. Like, Joanna may not want to grapple, but she knows the fundamentals of it. So if somebody tries to take her down, how you think a takedown defense is so good, right? You got to know your enemy. So if you're not going to use it, you got to learn it so you know what your opponent's doing, right? Okay, so Weili, with that added element of pressure, incorporating her grappling, her wrestling together with Henry Cejudo, tightening up on her angles, looking at her training and everything. Man, I don't know. Let me think. Chin said no. She wouldn't fight Marina. Oh, y'all talking about Marina. Let me think. How would I pick? It's a 3-round fight. I think the first round this time we're gonna see some respect. I think we're gonna see some respect in this one. Yeah, I think we're gonna see some respect in this one. First round, maybe like the first 3 minutes. It's gonna pick up in the second. I know that, and I think that's where Joanna really starts to get in her groove. She's gonna really she gets in her groove in the first round, but I think Weili's gonna be able to make her think more. Having been out so long. Um, Dang, it's really tough to say. With her being out for 2 years. I think overall, we're going to get a good fight. We're not going to get the same action-packed fight. I think you will get Weili getting more takedowns, but you'll see Joanna popping up more. I think it's just going to come down to who really executes a good game plan. But I'm going to pick Weili in this one. Yeah, I think I'm going to go with Weili in this one by decision. Don't see anybody getting stopped. I don't think Joanna has that type of power. I don't think she's going to get a submission win. If anybody was to get a submission win, could it be Weili though? Let's think. I don't know. I think Weili would probably get it first. Like if Weili rocked her and then was able to lock in a rear naked or something like that. I don't know. I'm gonna go with Weili in this one though. All right, let's check these comments. Chen said, "What if it's a draw?" If it's a draw, Marina gets the title shot. All right. If it's a draw, Marina better get that title shot. I'm gonna tell Dana, I'm gonna make a video and say, Dana, do not give any of these fighters that in this fight. If it's a draw, if it is a draw, if it's a draw, then Weili gets the title shot. Oh, BJ laughing at Weili like, oh, is Weili like a C fighter or something? I mean, I didn't know that was funny. I didn't know picking Weili was funny because Weili's a good fighter, right? Oh man. Oh, Chen said, I think Weili will stop Joanna. Anything is possible. If she can checkmate, hey. Australia, what's up? He says Weili has good ground and pound punches and elbows. If she can keep Joanna on her back, she'll finish her. Yeah, I mean, if her scramble is good, yeah. Let's see. BJ says she ain't beating the queen. All right, we'll see. She beat her once, so even if it was a close fight, she beat her once. So Mark Robinson, he said, when I thought it was 5 rounds, my pick was JJ. When I heard it was 3, I swung back to Weili. Then I heard JJ is aiming to be surgical in this fight and fight smart. So I'm back to JJ. That's one part that keeps me. That's one part that keeps me intrigued, Mark, is when she says surgical, because with her sticking to her game plan for this many years, it's possible. It definitely is possible. You know what I mean? It really is. That's a good point, Mark. When she said that, that means she's not going to go in the pocket this time. And if she doesn't, I think we know how that first fight looked. But then we got to factor in that Weili is not the same fighter, right? So I'm looking more at the added elements of Weili, the tameness of Joanna, and the layoff. Notice how good is her training camp in Thailand? I think it's pretty decent. I think it was pretty intense. Mark said JJ has to avoid getting badly hurt and avoid getting taken down. Did she get stung in that first fight? I can't remember. I cannot think. All right, let me see. FTWLA said he's got Weili by ground and pound. Okay. All right. Yeah, before we move on to our main event, who's y'all's picks? Lolita said, what if JJ's head blows up again? Hey, if it blows up again, Weili gonna pop it this time. If that head blows up, it's getting popped. If it blows up, I think she should retire. because she does not need any more of these type of battles. She really don't. Brian said, JJ. Let me see. Taking JJ down is just the change of the fight. Nobody keeps it down. Right. Exactly. Well, let me see here. Lolita said it is gonna blow up again. Y'all read that. Brian said Weili couldn't keep Rose down. Excuse me. Trying to hold that coffee. Weili couldn't keep Rose down. Santos knows what Val's flaws is. Okay. Huh? Santos knows what Val's flaws is. Okay. Okay. Yeah. When we talk about that, Stray said BJ pick JJ. So everyone take Weili. You crazy. Yeah. Really, 3 rounds. JJ winning. Hey, I see it. I can see it. But I can also see Weili winning. You know. That one part of me that keeps thinking though, like Joanna wins is, her sticking to that technical style. That technical stand up. Let's see if she gets drawn into a fight though. We'll see. All right, let me read a couple more comments. Then I'm gonna jump to this last fight because I'm gonna jump off here in a minute. Let me see. Praga said if it was a 5 rounder, then I would have said JJ, but in 3 rounds, it's tough to say. I'll take JJ. 29-28 for Weili by stoppage. All right. Lolita says she has Val, Weili, and Yuri in this one. Okay. Lova said, I hate Weili. Doesn't surprise. I hope Joanna doesn't surprise Weili the front kick like Anderson Silva. She better watch out for those, man. Gonna have to watch out. Weili, I hope her head movement is much tighter now. Okay. So let's talk our main event. Valentina Shevchenko, Taylor Santos. Okay, so first one of my quadruple threats is getting the title shot. Taylor Santos. All right, so let's talk about Taylor Santos here a little bit, what she's bringing to the table. I know a lot of people think Taylor's just a sitting duck or she's just food, but Taylor's a tough fighter. Taylor's a tough fighter. You just never know what someone is going to bring that night. And I think, Valentina knows that. That's why she always says I train double, triple harder than these other fighters. That's why I make it look easy. She doesn't just snap her fingers and these fighters fall over. No, it don't work like that. Valentina actually works that hard to make it look easy. I don't think Taylor Santos is not working hard, right? Taylor's been working hard. Like I said, she might work on certain things that could actually catch Val on an off night or catch her in a way we never thought. So whenever Taylor Santos says she's not perfect, people need to stop getting butthurt. You know what I mean? Like nobody is perfect. That helps her with that mind state to go into a fight and say, look, we can go in there and we can do this, right? It's expected. She's a fighter. What's she supposed to say? I'm facing God in there? No, you're not supposed to say that. Taylor's supposed to say this person is as close as you can get to a perfect fighter, but they have flaws, right? It's up to her to say that. That's what they're saying in camp. You don't go in there and just say, oh, I praise this person. I'm just happy to get a title shot. They're going to whoop my A anyway. You know what I mean? It don't work like that. This is a fighter here. A fighter that's getting the title shot. They have to look at the flaws. So Valentina does have them. But the question is, can Taylor expose anything? Because anybody can see openness from the outside looking in. But do you have the tools, though, to expose that stuff? Taylor Santos, she's big. She's strong. If you look at him at the face off, of course, she has more muscles. She's muscle mass, but she's not like towering over. She doesn't tower over Valentina like this huge fighter. Like I think Holly Holm, she was looking taller, wasn't she? Who else was? Of course, Amanda, looking a little bit wider and bigger. I know that was 135, but still, Taylor's not that huge. She's bigger, but it didn't look like a big size advantage. She's 5'6", 68-inch reach. Last few wins. Let's see. Let's take a look. JoJo, Roxy, Jillian, and Molly. And lost to Mara Barella. So going into this fight for Taylor, man, it really is tough to say like what she can do based off if I base it off of what she said in her interviews, just automatically going in there thinking that I can take this fight down to the ground. I'm not sure if that is a good way to think. Like I said, she might just be throwing Val off or trying to, but I don't know. Like we're just kind of going off what somebody said, right? I think. Hang on here. Oh, there it is. Yeah, this thing wasn't moving earlier. Let's switch it up. There we go. So yeah, I click that. Boom. It's supposed to be like flashing the pictures, but it wasn't set. Yeah, it's triple. No, it's not triple threat. It's quadruple threat, BJ. We got four in there, but yeah, this is the first one in there. It's the first one in there. So Taylor Santos, her main thing she says is a ground game that she wants to focus on. But she does come from a Muay Thai background. But when she mentioned it didn't seem like she was as confident in her hands like she was like with Val. She said, I come from that background as well, but our main focus is going to be the ground. I don't think like that is like the best mindset. I think it's going to take whatever comes in that situation, because if you say that, she's going to prepare for that, right? Val's going to prepare for whatever she can with her takedown defense and so on. But I think Taylor Santos, she's going to have to use her striking at times in this fight. I think she's going to have to. She's going to have to see if she can catch Val, test the chin, touch the body, start off at least like Amanda, at least chop away at the lead leg, even if he can score some leg kicks, and then take a little bit of a lead and maybe lure Valentina out of her counterpunching ability, make her come forward, kind of like Jennifer Maia did. Jennifer Maia, I think, hit Val with a couple of shots, and even like in the fourth or fifth round when Val wanted the stoppage, she came after a couple of times. You got to get Valentina in that mindset so she comes after you, and then you can look for those type of openings. So that's why I say she has to be confident in her striking as well, because she has the power to hurt Val. I think we can, all agree on that, right? I think she definitely has that type of power to hurt Val. She could lure her into something. So I think Taylor, it's going to be more than ground here. I think she's going to have to start off with the easy part, of landing the leg kick, trying to steal rounds with those little shots until she can lure Val out of her shell. Make her come after you. I know you like to be fighters, this size, this type of ground game that she says she has. They need to go in there and impose their size like Juliana Pena did. But I think Taylor might have to play. It might sound silly to y'all, but she might have to lure Val out of that shell. That's how you do. Get that turtle to come out, and then boom, that's when you can strike. Because if she comes right after her, she gets pieced up. So, there can be some rounds where I'd say the first round, like Juliana Pena did, that would be the first round. I say she could bag easy. Go in there, be physical. Think it's going to be that type of pace, and then you're going to have to use your stand up. I just I just believe in that. Everybody's gonna say, "Oh man, she's gonna get pieced up." No, she's gonna have to fight some type of mid-range fight and get Val to come out of the shell to land something where she can land her right hand. To get the respect. So physical fight, a dirty fight. It's got to really be some rough tactics on the inside from Taylor. There's got to be her initiating a tie clinch every now and then. Pushing Val off of her balance to avoid counter punches. Land some good shots on the inside, wear her down. And if it does go to, the outside, it's got to be landing leg kicks. And then, getting her to the ground after she can wear her down and being active on the ground, not just holding Val, because, that's Val's going to be thinking, you got to be landing something on the ground, to take her out of her game and hurt her, because this is somewhere Val's rarely ever at in the fight. So you got to do something nobody's ever done before, even tried or even attempted. Less respect. Lauren Murphy, she lost a fight when she already ate one right hand in the first round, and she was like, "Oh man, this level of speed is too much." And then every round was just her kind of like standing and waiting to get hit. So Taylor, you got to be out. Your game has to be a certain level of disrespect in there. It can't be the same old thing like these other fighters do. Just waiting to be eaten in there. I think she has to believe in her striking here. She's got to believe in her striking. I think she needs to surprise Val a few times, with some going for head. Like I said, start with the legs and going for head kicks. I think she's better off going for head kicks early, than trying to head hunt with punches. Because, with that level of speed that Val has early, she'll get caught. For Val, I think we all know what she can do, right? That's what the thing about Valentina is like, oh, we already know what she can do. Like, she's shown many a time how she can just go from this type of fighter to this fighter, this level to that level. I think for Valentina, I like to see her focus on that left side of Taylor if I had to pick. Like, if Val would want to get a stoppage in this fight, Taylor gets hit with right hands easy. And, if somebody like Molly McCann was blasting her, I think if she, like I said, I don't see anybody getting stopped in this fight. But if Val focuses on that left side of Taylor, she might stop her. Might stop her with a head kick. Might stop her with a right hand. If she lands that right hook, it might not be the right hook, just full off power, but she throws something off of the right hook, she could stop Taylor Santos, or just simply take her out of her game when she hits that side, because for some reason, they drop that left hand all the time, and Taylor's always getting hit on that side. So I think Val could just keep this thing simple, at a range, and just keep turning angles on somebody that is a little bit slower, like Taylor Santos, And you can see her just strike her way to a decision, or like I said, catch her right with a head kick, and boom. It could be over in that fashion. Because with that lead left down, always open. I didn't say my pick, did I? No, I'm gonna go with I better say my gotta say Taylor Santos. Taylor Santos has a chance in this fight, man. She has a chance. 70-30 chance. But off of what I've seen and off of what I constantly see or consistently see from Valentina. I'm gonna have to go with Valentina by decision in this fight. Because like she says, man, she just works too hard. She works harder than anybody else. I think she's proven it time and time again. I think she's always respecting the lifestyle of a martial artist, and that's something you just can't knock until you see somebody that really, really comes along with that same type of momentum, hunger. Not knocking these other fighters; they're all determined, but I just think that Valentina is still next level. Do I think Taylor has a good chance or can get it? Yeah. BJ said in caps locks, how can you pick against your fighter? Well, BJ, you know me, I'm a realist, and I know that's hard for a lot of people to understand. Like really, if Casey O'Neill was fighting her, would you pick Casey O'Neill to beat her? Let me put it that way. Oh, never mind. Casey's not on Taylor's level, but um, Taylor has a better chance than her. But I just got to be real with it. I mean, she got there. She got to the title shot, but she has a chance, man. Okay, got a chance. But if I'm just doing my analysis pick here, no, I'm rooting for him, BJ. That's a difference. You got to understand, rooting for somebody and actually somebody wins, two different things, man. Right? You know what I mean? Like if I'm doing an honest pick, I got to say, yeah, man. Like I want her to win. I'm rooting for her. That's where you get it wrong. I'm rooting for her. Fan pick. That's why. That's what I say. Fan pick and an analysis pick are two different things, though. Am I wrong for picking Val? Because I can tell you what she has, but will it all be executed? Honestly, because I think you missed the purpose too. I say quadruple threat. A threat to the division, a threat to the top five, and so on. And they're for the fighters that are going to get a title shot or, potentially get a title shot. You know what I mean? Which is true. But that doesn't necessarily mean they are going to beat the champion. Right? And I think the harder the fight is, or like the competition goes up, with Val training double and triple harder than anybody, it's always going to, be hard for anybody to catch up. Yes, sir. So yeah, don't get me wrong. Look, I like to see her win. It's possible. It is. She's got some good, skill sets about her. Physical strength. She does have power in both hands. That's why it's the night to show up and do that. Pass the test. Pass the ultimate test. All right. But I don't read into her being nervous or anything like, oh, Taylor's just kind of quiet like that. Like I don't read in her being like this fighter that's, oh man, like I'm scared or anything like that. I think she's just having that energy like everybody else does. They know they're in the fight of their life, right? Everybody I think gets a little nervous here and there, right? All right. So let's see we got. Yep. Did that pick Jocelyn Edwards, Ramona Pasquale. I'm gonna go with Ramona Pasquale in that fight. Liang and Silvana Juarez. I'm gonna go with Liang. Weili, Joanna 2. I'm gonna go with Weili. I think Weili can get this thing by decision. Then Val and Taylor. Like I said, I'm rooting for Taylor, but my analysis pick just proving off skills time and time again. I got to go with Valentina. So yeah, that's about all I got though. Like I said, I'm getting up out of here. Definitely ain't staying on later since I came on late, but let me go through some comments here real quick. All right. B said, I'll never pick against my quadruple threat. That's why they exist. I think when I made mine has got a different purpose than yours. I mean, I'm not just cheerleading for the fighter. I'm just calling on what they have as far as, climbing to the top. I got to be a realist, like I said. So are you going to, like, let's say if it was Casey O'Neill right now, like, would you tell me exactly how she could beat Valentina? Like I said, fan pick and analysis pick are two different things. So before I go, tell me that though. Like, you never pick against them. Okay, so all right. So with your whole chest, you're gonna tell me how Casey O'Neill could push Valentina and beat her. Like if she got the title shot right now, let's say right now. High five, what's up? He said Weili needs to watch out for head kicks because Joanna will kick more this time and Weili will need to brawl. Yeah, she's gonna have to be in tight. Gonna have to be in tight. She's got to be in there, because front kicks to the face from Joanna, they're gonna be big keys here. She's gonna be using every bit of her length. I don't know, man. Joanna be looking like a bantamweight, not bantamweight, but flyweight right now. She definitely got the size and the length to be a flyweight now. FTW said on the ground is the best way to beat Valentina. I think for her, yeah. I think she's gonna have to, at least try something though on the feet. You got to do something different. Do something different than these other fighters have been doing. Because you can make Valentina have to fight. Because like I said, when Jennifer Maya was still standing, Valentina looked like she was getting pissed off, and that's when she got kind of opened up more. Mark Robinson says, I think Taylor's physicality only wins if Val's IQ fails or if the best Val and the best Taylor shows up. Val should win the fight. Yeah, that's all I'm honestly saying. Like, did she deserve to be on my threat list? Yeah, of course. Because she was blasting through and she definitely came up top. Valentina reminds me of Vega in Street Fighter. All she needed is a claw and a mask, right? Okay, so let's see what else we got. Yeah, just those 4 fights, and I probably won't be doing a fight companion. Like I said, I'm taking some time off, so I don't know. Could I slide in? I could if I had the time. Like if I'm just chilling, but I don't know. If the mood strikes me on this one. Oh wow. High five says Cynthia beats Casey. Both are rubbish. Aaron has more potential than Casey. Dude. Yeah, Taylor Santos. I think so too, Mark. Though her physicality, it's going to have to be a physical fight in some of these rounds. There's got to be some good clinch control, body work. But one thing I don't think people understand too, like the fighters, the big fighters that had that success were bantamweight. and that's where her weight was. You know, her weight. You know, that's where she had those moments, like against Julianne Pena at 135. But this is her weight now. She's fighting at a good, comfortable weight now, and this is where she feels best, strongest. So I really think it's hard for anybody to do anything to really hurt her at this weight, because this is where she is. She's not in weight where she's facing bigger fighters, right? MJ said, let's see if she can make weight. Yeah, I wonder what she's walking around at right now, because we already close it. We close. Mm. Oh, man. Let me see. I got a couple more minutes before I roll out. Yeah, we'll hit this hour mark, and then I'm dipping. Esteban Santos was a former Aspera bantamweight champ. Yeah. Can't really find too many, for fights, but I, saw her resume. Like I saw some of her finishes, there was, less of competition, but she's got credible wins in the UFC. Credible wins. Mark said Val has a higher level of striking, not by a huge margin, has better defense. It's also faster. Taylor has the bully or clincher or rocker. Yeah, both fighters actually got to do that tonight. Weili and Taylor. Weili and Taylor, they gotta they can't, go in there and be too technical. They got to be a little bit street up in there. They got to be on their game. They got to be on that game where it's dog here, but also using their specific type of, attributes they have. Like, Weili's not going to win that long range striking battle. She could win a striking battle if it was in the pocket more. Like, she could pick her shots more on the inside, but she's not going to be the type of fighter that can win that same type of striking battle. And I think that's where she was kind of stuck in that mode the first time they fought. Australia said co-main event and Zhang Weili 2 are great fights, but the test of the card is, man, pay-per-view numbers might be low. They could be. Sadly, because if they had like some good openers, like some really good openers, might be a better card. Let's talk about that though, man. 2 years off and she ready to come on back, right? I still got about 30 y'all in here. Make sure y'all hit that like before I bounce. Let's see if we get to 20, 25 likes. I still had to come through and do this last show for y'all. And I've been busy. I said I got to come on through. Give y'all my final picks. Let's see. MJ said you want to make a big mistake to take this fight after a 2-year layoff. A huge mistake to fight someone like Weili after 2 years. Oh no, she says she's ready. She says she's ready. She ready for it. Vittori versus Whitaker. When is that? Oh, that's in July, right? That's on that France card. Let me see. Zama said I saw people saying if Pena could take her down, then Santos would do that easier. Who said that? Easier? How's it gonna be easier? Because let's see, like I just said, her weight 135. This is a weight where she feels more comfortable, so it's not going to be easier. I mean, Taylor's going to have to take her down. She can, but the question is, can she have that type of Pena success? I don't know, because Pena that was bantamweight. They should have replaced Vittori and Whitaker. Most WMMA fans buying, I think. Yeah. Yeah, MJ. She got a big ego. Like I said, it was catching up to her head, man. I mean, her head that night. Let's see though. Taylor Santos. They feel confident in that ground game and they think that's going to be big success. I think I think it's going to be whatever sets it up, whatever she can do to set this thing up. Like, because you coming in thinking this is what we're going to do, Val could just switch it up on you just like that, and it's going to be this type of fight all night. That's what Andrade experienced. Andrade thought it was going to be inside, and then boom, that's it. Andrade got out grappled and little baby. We got a little baby in there. Gabriella, no press conference, or will they have it tomorrow? They should have it. It should be tomorrow. Let me see if they set up the video on UFC page, because I think the time might be different too. Are they skipping the press conference? If they do that, I think that's going to even mess the pay-per-view numbers up even worse, right? Because they should be. Let me see. Press conference. Let's see. Not the time of the fight. I want the press conference. Oh, it said it took place Thursday. Was it today? Thursday at 9 p.m.? Wait a minute. Yeah, Gabriella said the press conference was expected Thursday at 9 p.m., June 9th. Oh, yeah. Yeah, there it is. Yeah, it was today. Matter of fact, let me click on this. Hold on. Yeah, it was today. Because it says right here, instead of a standard press conference, the company held a UFC media day in Singapore. So that's all they got. Like, if you go to, I'm looking at GiveMeSports.com, they didn't do that standard type of press conference. They just did this um, little media day. That's all they got. I was wondering about that. Yeah, that was Valentina's voice. Mark said, if Val smokes Santos, we're going to have to go back to the drawing board to find the next champ. I want to believe, but I don't think Malone is more dangerous than Santos. Yeah, Styles. We'll see. We'll see. Styles make fights, and I do think that some of the things that Santos has just spells trouble. But I hope she ain't giving it away. Ulysses said, "Have you heard this? Have I heard what? Oh, this weigh-ins next week. It seems will be the old school style where official and ceremonial weigh-ins are one and the same. Oh no. Oh, fighters will line up to the scale on the scale, immediate face off in the order of the card. No 2-hour window. Oh, okay. And the next week, Singapore will be the old school style. officials. That's not bad. Nova said, when's the atomweight division gonna be revealed? I don't know. Don't know. I would love it. I'd love it to be announced at some point. All right. Okay, y'all. Well, let me wrap this thing up. I put those picks in already. I think we're gonna have some good fights overall. I think Joanna and Weili, they're gonna give us a good fight. We they're gonna give us a good fight. I don't feel I'm not skeptic in any way about the fight being good. Now, as far as my pick, I definitely feel like my pick could be wrong. But as far as the fight being good, I think we'll all walk away saying, Weili look good, Joanna look good. Whoever wins, or at least put on a fight or wanted to engage. Y'all know what I'm getting at again. These two ain't gonna be out here BSing us. So don't nobody think it's all the same with WMMA. Oh, Mojo back in. He said, I'll take Val by late stoppage, JJ by split, Teixeira by stoppage. All right, all right. I like Teixeira though. He cool. I was looking at him on the embedded. He just still working, man. He a old school working man. Yeah. I think he'll get it by submission. Yeah, JJ by split. I see, yeah, man. What about that though, man? If JJ wins, Weili's gonna be on 3-fight losing streak. That's gonna be crazy. A 3-fight losing streak, man. All right, Zama said he's got Pasquale, Liang, JJ, Shevchenko. Okay. Yeah, we pretty much got the same one, so we might be eating the same crow except for Weili. I got Weili. So I won't be able to rub any crow in your face there because we got the same for the most part. Yeah, 43. I mean, yeah, he's got some skills. He's got some experience in there. As for Rodriguez, I guess Rodriguez is gonna be fighting maybe Rose. Guess we'll have to call for that fight next. Right. He said that they might put her to fight Dern or Lemos. Nova said, I'm worried Weili might be focusing on wrestling again like she did with Rose. Yeah, I hope it's not the main focus. I hope it's a good incorporation of what the job calls for. You know what I mean? Like, I hate when fighters just want to impose one thing and it doesn't work. Like, I want to see it be a combination of everything. Because if she go in there and just straight try to take Joanna down early in the round without landing anything, it's gonna be a long night. J Ball said Marina is versus Rose, possibly, because whoever wins this is getting the title shot. Yeah, Mojo, I was thinking that 2-3-fight losing streak for a fighter of Weili caliber is hard to imagine. But then it's gonna have us kind of thinking like, dang man, like everybody gonna have to ask that question because it's gonna be like, did Weili skip a level? You know, did she skip a level? Like, was there a level where she should have fought a couple of times before she got here? Or is it just that her style doesn't match up well with these type of strikers? But that can't be an excuse. It's gonna be like, yo, well, we'll have that talk after. We'll have that talk after. Uh, okay, who else got some picks in here? Wait, MJ said, my heart wants Weili and Santos, but my head says JJ and Shevchenko. I think we're all kind of on that. You know, if you're being a realist, I am. I'm Brian Williams. I got Edwards, Nah, Weili, and Val, but I'm rooting for Taylor. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'm rooting for Taylor. Don't get me wrong, man. Like, the triple threat wants her to thrive. I want her to win. I want her to win. You know what I mean? Like, I want her to win. Back in the day, it was like Floyd and Shane. I love Shane Mosley. I wanted Shane. I was rooting for Shane in that fight, man. Because he was an underdog kind of. I like Floyd, but I wanted to see Shane pull something off. But the realist in me said, you know what? Floyd's probably gonna win. BJ back talking about some Joanna champion again. He out here trolling like what's his name? That dude that be posting Rose name. He ain't never answered that question I said though about Casey. Like how confident would you be for her to pick? Mark said if Val beats Santos and Chikagan beats Manon, Val's going to 135 for a bit. Oh yeah, yeah. There would be no competition for. Like if something crazy like that happened, you know, Santos going to get beat. Chikagan upsets Manon, and then after that, Juliana Pena might. If Juliana Pena wins her fight, Juliana Pena gonna start talking good mess, and maybe entice Val to come for that belt. Like if she go in there and thrash Nunes for a second time, and there's no more title defenses or worthy competition for Val, then yeah, Pena Shevchenko could definitely happen. No, he didn't drop him in that fight. He rocked him 2 times in the second round, and that was it. He ain't never dropped. Floyd's never been down in his career. He taken one knee in his career off of a broken hand, but no, Shane just rocked him bad. Yeah, he didn't drop him. Straight said Velismus. Yeah, Rishi's official for October. Yeah, yeah. I'm gonna go with. I think I'm gonna go with Velismus in that fight. MMAR said I'm rooting for Joanna, but I don't know. Weili is tough. Yeah, let's see what you got. Let's see what you got, Weili. Put it down. Put it down. I think she can do it, man. I think she can do it. I want to see her break this losing streak, man. I hate seeing Weili on this losing streak, but it's on her, man. I want to see if she can. All right, she's already won the belt. She hasn't come back from adversity yet. You know, lost the Rose 2 times. Let's see if she can bounce back. Like, come back from a hard 2-fight losing streak and beat a former champion. If she can do that, hey, she's still good. She's still game. Believe me, my heart picks is Weili and Taylor all the way. Mastermind sound pissed off that Nunes and Cyborg never got their rematch. Yeah, it's pretty much kind of. I don't really think of it anymore. Yeah, Brian said Taylor loses. Taylor's young. If she loses, she'll be back. I think she'll fight for the title again. Yeah, yeah. She ain't going. She ain't going anywhere. She kind of in that Weili mindset too. Like it's not over for them. Valentina's Cobra Kai. Yeah. Taylor better bring that Miyagi though. Right? She better bring that Miyagi Do on him. I'm gonna just say if Tate beats Murphy, Val would take that money fight. If Tate beats Murphy, Val would take that. Yeah, that's out there too. Like if Taylor gets beat, Chikagan up beats Manone, that leaves Misha Tate. And you know Misha Tate gonna love that. She gonna love every bit of that. She gonna be like, yes, all these girls lost. It's my time now. Derek Bailey, what's going on? No straight. He didn't, man. I just look. I was sitting. I wasn't front row at the fight, but I was sitting right there like 10 years ago, and that never happened. He said, Floyd. Wait a minute, where'd you say it? He said, I watched Bad Thoughts. Shane sat him. No, he didn't sit him down. Floyd got a good chin, man. Floyd held on. Derek, he's a boxing enthusiast as well. Derek Bailey. Shane Mosley did not drop Floyd, did he? He hurt him bad in the second round with two good right hands. Floyd held his arm, shook him off, shelled up, weathered the storm. I promise you. I put everything on that. That's how confident I am in that pick. Like when we talk boxing, look, I will put everything on it when it comes to picking my history. Like Floyd did not get sat down. Floyd's only touched the canvas controversially against Zab Judah, but the referee did not count it. Zab Judah hit Floyd on the side of the head with a right hook. Floyd's hand touched the canvas. They didn't count it. But Shane did not drop him. Shane got power now. I thought it would have happened in the fight, but no. Yeah, Derek said they'll buzz the hell out of Floyd, but did not drop him. Exactly. Ephraim, what's going on? I'm about to leave here in a minute. Ephraim, who do you got? Who's your picks for the ladies? Who you got, Ephraim? Who pick? Drop your picks in the comment section. It was probably Zab. No. Was Zab Floyd touched the canvas, but yeah, like his hand. Oh no, straight. It's all good. I'm just keeping you up on it, man. They're just keeping you up on it. It's all good because there's some things that'll slip my mind too. So it's all good. It just when it comes to this fight, I was like, yeah, Shane might hurt him in this fight, and it happened, but then Shane let it slip. Because I was actually watching that on a big screen that night, and with some people, and it was just good boxing match all around them. J Ball said, I'm shocked that JJ is the underdog because it seems like the majority of MMA fans are picking her. It do. Yeah, I'm kind of shocked too. Like she's the underdog. Oh, Sam Solomon. I remember Sam Solomon. Yo, yeah. Oh man, ain't nobody piece of Winky. Winky, yeah. That wasn't his best showing. I think Winky had the flu that night. He said, yeah, I think Winky had the flu that night, but he still won. Brian Williams said, Taylor has better techniques than Andrade. Yeah, better techniques, different size. So I don't think Val's going to take that same approach. All right. Straya said Ramona, Gomez, Zong, and the Bullet. But I hope Taylor gets it done. Valentina is not the final boss in WMA, but Gabby Garcia. Gabby Garcia is like a secret character. She's not a final boss. She's like one of them characters you got to unlock because she's not official. Val goes up if she wins. I don't know. I think she's trying to get that Misha Tate pay-per-view main event. Yeah, believe me, look, quadruple threat come through, get it, man, get it. But I don't know, man. If she do them things though, man, if she make her power known, make Valentina come after her, do something different, still, win some rounds by stinkers, even if she just got to win with some leg kicks, it's all good. We know there's going to be a rematch if Taylor wins this fight, right? Taylor wins this fight. Oh, no doubt there's going to be a rematch. All right, Derek Bailey said Shevchenko, Zhang Weili, Liang, and Edwards. Yeah, I think we got the same picks too, except for Edwards. I got to go with Pasquale. I want Jocelyn Edwards to win, but featherweight's kind of big for her, man. Just for me. Yeah, Taylor got some big fists, man. Hopefully she can, rocket them things to home, man. Hopefully she can get them home. Find that mark. Yeah, Mark, let's have a moment of silence for that. He said, I just poured a shot into the ground to honor the death of Marina's title shot. She really did deserve it, but Dana threw her shot in the trash with the quickness. He didn't even blink an eye. Nope. He mad that she didn't get that win over Carla. He mad that she didn't knock Carla out. That's what it is. He said, oh, you ain't going to beat Carla? You ain't never getting no title shot. He needs something guaranteed. He remember what Joanna did to Carla. That's why he ain't giving Marina that shot. Because we can argue split decision all day. Nah, Dana want results. Ben said Weili, Valentina, and Yuri. Okay. I don't know though. Weili breaking a 2-fight losing streak. Let's say she knocks Joanna out. Is that really title shot worthy though? Joanna 2 years off. Is that really title shot worthy? No, it ain't really, is it? Gabrielle and Marina Andrade. I like it. I like it. Marcus, I wouldn't be surprised as far as managed to catch, leave with the right hand. Yeah, my question is, what does she do after she lands it? You know what I mean? Like, what is she gonna do with it? Because she landed some nice ones in that one fight, but can she do anything with it? Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Marina deserves it, but Dana is sure Marina can get the job done. Right. Right. Let's see, Mojo said Marina didn't beat Carla and the Yawn fight was too close. So Dana said, no, not right now. Yeah, Dana want finishes, man. Can Taylor get one of them big hands? Can she get one of them big fists on the chin of Valentina and do some damage? We'll see, man. We shall see. Oh yeah. I meant to mention that earlier. Yeah, I see her rocking with her. Right, she been out there. She might have been helping her with that striking. They both, they both are really good Brazilian Muay Thai specialists. So Australia said Dana wants either Asian market or JJ's mouth and pay-per-view selling potential. Marina needs to get mad. Oh yeah, that's the best way to put it. Marina needs to get mad. Let me pin that comment. You know what? I got to do this too. That, yeah, we'll replace that. Put mine right there. Right there. All right. So let's see. Stray, he's graduated. That makes a lot of sense. Yeah, because Dana wants the Asian market or he wants somebody that's going to sell. Marina's got to get mad. Marina's got to do something. I mean, that's just how it is. If you're in Dana's skull, yeah, Dana's already given it to her. Yeah, he's already given it to her. It's not Will. He's giving it to her now. She's got it. That's why she's prancing around happy. But first, you got to pass this test. All right. So I still got a little bit left in my tank. I'm just hanging out here with y'all for a second. If y'all hit that like button, get me to 25, 26. I'll stay a little bit longer. Hold on 1 second, y'all. Just 1 second. Oh, wow. I didn't even know it was 11:30. Shoot. I would have stayed on here a little longer than I thought. Never mind. Joanna would have accepted the fight if there was no title shot up for grabs. He said Marina needs to wait it out. Yeah, I think she's going to have to wait it out. Amy Marcel would be awful for Marina if she lost her next fight. All this hard work and winning streak. Yeah, she's got to be on it. She's beat a lot of good fighters too, and of course, a couple of close fights in there, but she can't be playing now. The next one has to be a finish, though. Got to make Dana say yes. Convince him. Might be Andrade, it might be Rose. Which one? Nobody knows. Moses said Dana already said he knows nobody's in a hurry to see Rose call a tight fight anytime soon, so he tells you right there what he's looking for. Finishes and exciting fights. Yep. Yeah, Marina's next fight gonna have to be top level, man. Yeah. But yeah, I am done. J Ball said, I'm confused. When has Valentina ever looked chinny? I don't think she ever has she? I think E-Boss is chinny, right? But not Valentina. Like, that's chinny. But yeah, I'm looking forward to tomorrow night. Saturday night, excuse me. A few minutes will be midnight. So yeah, I'm looking forward to this card. Like I said, might do a live, but definitely not promising no live. So don't expect like a fight companion unless I feel the mood or get the time. Let me put it that way. Yeah, if I get to squeeze in the time to do it. And yeah, other than that, I will definitely jump on Sunday and we'll definitely talk about it. So yeah, everybody drop their picks. We rolling out. Shout out to everybody in the chat. Make sure y'all subscribe if you haven't. Hit that like on your way out. Straight said, "Wow, I got to spam." Yeah, you got attack. You got to attack the spammers. All right. So yeah, might catch me Saturday. You might not. Simon said live commentary. Like I said, it's a maybe. It's a hard maybe. Hard maybe. Yeah, I might pop in with talk, but Sunday, yeah, I'm definitely getting on. All right. So yeah, like always, Combo Breaking 99. I'm out. Subscribe. Peace.